The following is a portion of the Cbs Radio News at 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. on election night, November 6, 1984, recorded from WCAU, Philadelphia.
This is WCAU AM. The time is 5:59.
This is the voice of Philadelphia, News Talk Radio 1210, WCAU AM, Philadelphia.
I'm Bill Smith, WCAU AM News. Voters are still flocking to the polls in Philadelphia, the suburbs, and throughout the state of Pennsylvania in record numbers. All day, voter turnout has been reported to be heavy. The polls close at 8 p.m., and at that hour, the WCAU AM News team will begin bringing you up-to-the-minute results as we receive them. The Craig Allen WCAU AM forecast for tonight, partly cloudy to clear, breezy and cold with a risk of a sprinkle and flurries in the northeast suburbs, low 35. Tomorrow, sunshine and continued chilly, a high of 46. Right now in Center City, 54 degrees, at the airport 58, and in Wilmington 52 degrees. CBS News is next.
This is The World Tonight. Good evening. I'm Marlene Sanders, CBS News. The voters are still going to the polls across the nation. No figures yet on the turnout. But there have been predictions that when it's all over, 90 or 95 million Americans will have cast their ballot. The question, will it be the landslide for Ronald Reagan that pollsters predict, or will it be the upset that Walter Mondale claims that he expects? George Herman has a report from the CBS News election headquarters in New York.
The polls are still open, but already we can glimpse some voter trends from the responses of persons who've already cast their ballots. The old ethnic foundations of the Democratic Party seem to be standing reasonably firm. Walter Mondale is winning big among blacks, Hispanics, and Jews. But these are small voter groups. Among the members of the biggest faction, the independent voters, Ronald Reagan seems to be the heavy winner. And in presidential elections, the independents are a must for victory. We can also see that the gender gap is still in effect. More males than females tell us they voted for the president. And among women voters, the president, while less popular than among men, seems to be getting half or a little bit more of the vote. There was much talk about cuts in Social Security during the campaign, with repeated charges by Walter Mondale that Mr. Reagan would cut Medicare benefits. But a majority of voters over 60 seem to have voted for the president in both the East and the Midwest.
Coming up to 11 o'clock, and now the CBS Radio News at 11 o'clock on the landslide today of Ronald Reagan and his bid for a second term.
In California, and bango, the state of California has every other state that has cast its votes so far for Ronald Reagan. Mr. Reagan now has 474 electoral votes, according to our count. Walter Mondale has only the 3 from the District of Columbia. Ronald Reagan has 58% of the vote that's been cast, with 39% of the precincts reporting. Walter Mondale has 42%. In California, according to Deborah Potter, who is with the Presidential Victory Party in Los Angeles, things are all coming up roses. Deborah?
The president is expected in about an hour and a half at the victory celebration here in Los Angeles, where the band is practicing for the party. He's already taken a phone call of congratulations from Vice President Bush, and he told reporters he thinks this election signals a change in American politics.
I think the government has seen other policies that failed, and they've seen there's been a growing tendency to become more aware of the intrusiveness of the federal government and its continued expansion in power. And I think this is what's happened, and they see now that a different course works.
The president said he feels sorry for Walter Mondale. In his words, "I'm quite sure there isn't anything I can say to make him feel better." Now that the contest is over, the president said, "I hope we'll close ranks for the good of the country." Deborah Potter, CBS News, at the Reagan Victory Party in Los Angeles.
This is Paul Lockwood in New York. Weather conditions are expected to be good. The countdown is going smoothly for tomorrow morning's scheduled launch of the Discovery Space Shuttle. A report now from Steve Young at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
The plan is to launch 2 communication satellites from the shuttle and bring back for relaunch 2 others which failed to achieve proper orbit. Meantime, December's secret military mission assigned to another shuttle, Challenger, has been postponed perhaps 6 weeks because of problems with thousands of the spacecraft's heat protective tiles.